Narrated by Abu Musa. A son was born to me and I took him to the Prophet peace be upon him, who named him Ibrahim, did tonic for him with a date, invoked Allah to bless him and returned him to me. The narrator added, that was Abu Musa's eldest son. Narrated by Aisha. A boy was brought to the Prophet peace be upon him to do tonic for him, but the boy urinated on him, whereupon the Prophet had water poured on the place of urine. Narrated by Asma bint Abu Bakr. I conceived Abdullah bin Az-Zubair at Mecca and went out of Mecca, while I was about to give birth. I came to Medina and encamped at Quba, and gave birth at Quba. Then I brought the child to Allah's Messenger peace be upon him and placed it on his lap. He asked for a date, chewed it, and put his saliva in the mouth of the child. So the first thing to enter its stomach was the saliva of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. Then he did its tonic with a date, and invoked Allah to bless him. It was the first child born in the Islamic era, therefore they, Muslims, were very happy with its birth, for it had been said to them that the Jews had bewitched them, and so they would not produce any offspring. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. Abu Talha had a child who was sick. Once, while Abu Talha was out, the child died. When Abu Talha returned home, he asked, "How does my son fare?" Salam, his wife replied, "He is quieter than he has ever been." Then she brought supper for him and he took his supper and slept with her. When he had finished, she said to him, "Bury the child as he's dead." Next morning Abu Talha came to Allah's Messenger peace be upon him and told him about that. The Prophet peace be upon him said to him, "Did you sleep with your wife last night?" Abu Talha said, "Yes." The Prophet peace be upon him said, "O Allah, bestow your blessing on them as regards that night of theirs." Sulaim gave birth to a boy. Abu Talha told me to take care of the child till it was taken to the Prophet. Then Abu Talha took the child to the Prophet peace be upon him, and Sulaim sent some dates along with the child. The Prophet peace be upon him took the child on his lap, and asked if there was something with him. The people replied, "Yes, a few dates." The Prophet took a date, chewed it, took some of it out of his mouth, put it into the child's mouth and did tonic for him with that, and named him Abdullah. Narrated by Salman bin Amri ad-Dabi, the Prophet peace be upon him said, "Akikah is to be offered for a newly born boy." Narrated by Salman bin Amir ad-Dabi. I heard Allah's Messenger peace be upon him saying, "Akikah is to be offered for a newly born boy, so slaughter an animal for him, and relieve him of his suffering." Note, it has been quoted in Fath al-Bari that, the majority of the religious scholars agrees to the hadith reported in Sahih at-Tirmidhi that the Prophet peace be upon him was asked about Akikah, and he ordered 2 sheep for a boy, and 1 sheep for a girl, and that is his sunnah, legal way of Akikah. Narrated by Habib bin Ash-Shahid. Ibn Sirin told me to ask Al-Hasan from whom he had heard the narration of Akikah. I asked him and he said, from Samura bin Jundab. Narrated by Abu Huraira. The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Neither farah nor atira is permissible." Al-farah nor atira is permissible. Al-farah was the first offspring of camels or sheep which the pagans used to offer as a sacrifice to their idols. And al-atira was a sheep which was to be slaughtered during the month of Rajab. Narrated by Abu Huraira. The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Neither farah nor atira is permissible." Al-farah was the first offspring they got of camels or sheep, which they, pagans, used to offer as a sacrifice to their idols. Atira was a sheep which used to be slaughtered during the month of Rajab.